Hello. Welcome to, is this round one or round two? Which round are we doing right now?
Round one. It looks like we have some people. Everyone has the glitch.
No, I think this is actually round two. This looks like match
Oh, is
number
it?
5 on the challenge. Yeah, this group got a bye, so they're not part of round one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hold on.
Spiritual round one for Jamie, May, Silici, and Delta.
Well, yeah. It's weird on the bracket website, but like if neither team has played a match yet, this is quote unquote round one. Just because of how it looks with 20 people.
All right. Let's take a look at the board for this one. Got buyout GG. That'll be fun.
Oh boy, we've got Nail 3. We've got Obtain Love Key is going to be interesting. Looks like
is nail 3 conventionally the check or the obtain
the
with
check.
nail upgrades random? Okay, that's what I thought. Thorns of Agony, Stalwart Shell, Shape of Emballer Shell, Love Key. Oh, and Defender's Crest is required as well. So there's a decent number of random obtains on this board, but not too many. All right, so everyone. Oh, Jamie is setting something up.
People are trying to fix the map mod bug or the item sync map mod bug. Boy, do we love item sync bug.
We love item sync though.
True.
So I didn't. We've got all right. So we've got Moloch and A mount. Oh, that's not very interesting, unfortunately.
They're pretty close.
Yes, I think these are. Yeah, these are logically equivalent.
Should be, yeah.
We'll see if we can get an instant Balder killer out of A mount.
Looks like we have some issues on Silici Delta side. Setup percent, you'll love to see it.
It is the most difficult category of the run.
True. Their room name is Winners. That's kind of funny.
Be
Real
the winner you
confidence.
want to see in the world.
Yeah.
Or what? No, is it dress for the job you want to have? Obtain all 3 fragile charms on here again. It's a pretty popular goal.
We had it so early last time. Like in our race, my race.
We had it early in my race as well.
Well, how is Twitch chat doing? I see an oat in the chat. How are you doing today? Well,
This is true.
Comma, you can't say that. Well, Blossom, what? Hey!
This is a coordinated attack.
Oh, you're being attacked too.
It's okay though. I expect it. I am ready. Bring it. 10 lifeblood mats at the same time. That's one of the more interesting goals because you can just hold out until you catch Jonies, or you can keep track of the random lifeblood teams and try to science an early solution.
We were lucky that we got Jonies and Lifeblood Heart, or Jonies and Fragile Heart right at the start of our race. Hollow Knight community Twitch chat says Blom cute. So true, Hollow Knight community.
We know who you are. You can't hide. That would be a lot of hands. The whole Hollow Knight community is waving his hands around.
That would be a lot of hands.
Oh, I guess someone should ping that we're starting the thing.
Thanks, comma.
Okay, looks like Silici is loaded in game. Can only assume that
I'm going
Delta
to
is 2.
ping them all with an R.
Good plan.
I've been pinged. Oh, guess what it is?
I have no idea. You should go check it.
I did.
All right.
All right. Looks like we've got 4 R's. Oh, it's from comma. Oh, okay. That makes sense. You pinged from the chat. That's right. That's right. I should have known.
All right. Are you gonna count
I'm
down?
like on them in. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck. Have fun, runners.
Good luck. Have fun, runners.
We'll see them start to move after
Pretty
the
soon
standard
here.
Twitch delay. Right. Free soul for the Balder killer, which unfortunately is not there. And May is not going to attempt itemless Balder.
Unfortunate.
How much time does that save? Like, it's got to be a lot if you first try it, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you first try it, it's pretty good. But, I mean, you can lose a lot of time because it's a difficult trick.
Yes. And it doesn't take that long to go around.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get the check. You can also get the check if you do it.
Oh, this is true.
If you don't do it, you can't get the check. But yeah, if you get it first try, it definitely saves walking all the way around.
All right. So an early crossroad stag from Balder Totems. That's going to make splitting crossroads a lot easier.
Sure. Let's see if they take it. Let's see
All right,
what's at
Jamie's
grubs
checking
here.
grubs. Yeah.
Dash.
There's a dash at 26.
Oh boy.
That's going to take some time.
Do we have any Shade Cloak locked goals on the board? I don't think so. But it could be Shade Cloak locked aggression,
Okay,
possibly.
Silici's gonna go straight for
Moloch.
Moloch. Oh, the crossroads stag doesn't help at all because no one has a stag.
Right, that's right. You need to like also find Dirtmouth Stag or something like that.
Alright, so May and Jamie are probably going to be both heading for the stag now. Did we catch what was out of Zelda? Anything important?
I didn't catch it.
Alright, May's going to be... It looks like they're going for the Mask Shard. Nope, they're going to skip it.
Yep.
Oh, Jamie's going to fight Moloch now.
Let's see what if it's going to be worth.
That is the question.
What do we got here? A King's Idol. Nice.
Not bad. Could be worse.
Not bad. Could, yeah, definitely.
Alright, so where is May going to go straight to City? Are they going to work on Crossroads? What is the plan? Oh, there's another King's Idol.
Are they going to get 2 in a row?
They are.
Depends. Whatever's at the next stag is something good. Oh, yep, they did get 2 in a row. I think May's stream is a little bit ahead.
Soul Eater for 0. It's a nice charm.
That is a very nice charm. So is he not going for the Mass Shard?
Is Jamie gonna go for it?
Okay, let's see.
I wonder what Delta is working on right now. We don't see Soul Eater for Team Red yet. Early Fragile Strength and storerooms.
Love to see it. It's like we're seeing a storeroom.
May is going to be extremely rich. They already have, what is that, over 2k Geo in relics?
Yeah.
They're going to have to warp back to the bench, though. Alright, so Jamie's probably going to take this strength and start working on False Knight.
Oh, unfortunate for May.
I didn't get the though.
The Ravo.
This looks like a good setup. Yeah, there they go.
There we go. There she goes. Early control, nice.
Soul Eater and Soul Catcher for 0.
For 0 each. Wow. That's gonna be some nice soul generation.
Absolutely.
What is it? You get 3 extra soul with Catcher and 8 extra soul with... Is it 8 extra or 7 extra? Can't remember.
I think it's 7.
I think it goes from
roughly 50% more soul.
And you get 11 per hit normally?
Yeah. I know with Soul Eater, it's enough to fill a spell with 2 hits.
Maybe it's... I could look.
Probably 6.
Yeah.
Because that would get you to 34 in 2 hits, which is just enough for a spell.
Mm-hmm. Soul Eater plus 6. Or plus
Jamie is going straight for the Shadeskip to Slubra.
Interesting. Soul Eater is plus 8 additional soul.
Oh, plus 8, wow.
But only plus 6 for the reserves. So Soul Catchers... Oh, thank God. Chat was ahead of me. Ooh, Claw? We got a Claw on...
Where did Delta get that?
From Sly.
Oh, okay. That's hard to read. I need to zoom in.
Yep, they give less soul for vessels. I mean, normal nail hits also give less soul for vessels.
What? Did Jamie go to Salubra and I just didn't notice it? I know they were setting up the Shade Skip, but now they're not. Now they're in City.
Oh, might be getting money. I don't think they have a full soul vessel. I think they
Yeah, it's
left their
hard to
or
tell
I
what
think she
this
left her
gave.
shade.
Money would make sense. Okay, so they're going to be a little bit slower to claw here.
Yeah.
Probably won't be a huge deal. All right, so May going straight down into waterways. I can only assume that Delta's probably heading to cliffs if Silici's doing city.
Could be a. We see a fragile greed from Crossroads. Somewhere. It might be well. Probably well.
Probably well, and then they're just going to go to cliffs from there.
Could be.
All right. Jamie is now rich.
And she will be.
Checking Sly first. All right, so they're going to get that claw. And yeah, the claw's already on May's stream.
Right. And Abyss Shriek. Okay. Nice. Nice shade skip. Totally necessary. Ooh, Tram Pass. I wish Tram Pass was that easy in my race.
Would always be nice. You had an early dash, though. You can't complain.
That's fair. Early dash claw. Yo.
We have an elegy.
Gidge with the raid.
Who's going to warp back to Mound first and check Soul Catcher?
I don't know. Oh, it's a Palor at well. Where was the greed? Hi, Sylvie.
Was it Mila Totem? Has no one checked Mila Totem on purple yet?
I do not know. QG Stag and Nailsmith. That's big.
Do we have QG goals?
No, but it's always
QG
nice
Stag is always. That's true. It's always big.
It's the best one. Best
That's true. I would say that DV Stag is a close second.
True, but I don't think it's better than QG. Oh no. Rip Sylvie. Well, GG anyways on the race that just finished. Shoutouts to Gidge for the raid.
So we've got Silici doing the city stuff. Can we tell where Delta went? Oh, Delta, it looks like Delta went to Queen's Gardens, but that's going to be just a few quick checks and then they'll go somewhere else. You can't even do Petra Arena Lever Claw only, right?
I don't think you can.
At least not logically. Picking up the wraiths at the egg. All right, and now Jamie is going to go back and collect this shade. Who's going to look at her and say, "You have claw. Why am I here?" Simple key at that looks like a large number of charms. Quick slash there for a large number of charms as well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got in Cliffs. Not much in Cliffs so far.
Yeah, it looks like just some Geo and a Seal.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna see a Dark Jonies play?
Could be. Who knows?
Oh, they're healing up. That smells like Dark Jonies to me.
Yo, Palm coming in clutch with the recent items, bigger on Delta's side. Now
Oh,
we can see
nice.
where where Delta's been.
Excellent. Oh, nope, May is not doing the thing.
No Dark Jonies.
That was that a goal? No. Okay, May just reading the lore tablet for the lore.
Yep.
Lore is important.
True. The game would not be the same without it.
Absolutely not. Oh, we have some simul. Jamie and Silici both doing resting grounds right now.
Yep.
All right. May's gonna go grab this cliff grub and go into green path, I guess. Do they have a boulder killer on? Oh, they don't. They don't have LG on. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I really
We
do.
did get some TE. There was a Hera in cliffs somewhere. So May picked that up.
So Meatloaf, it is optional to restream, but if you do not restream, you have to local record. Streaming, if you have bad internet or if it's too harsh on your PC, just record locally. And so Delta is not streaming, and so we just have Delta's profile picture, and we have a larger version of the recent items from Silici's side, just so we can kind of see where Delta is by whatever items he gets.
So to harp back on what we were talking about before the race, that's 2 lifeblood pickups from cliffs down to VFK. So that might come in for the bingo goal later.
Could be. Depends on if they find Jonies or not. Yeah, it's Silici's feed. I mean, it's just a little easier to see, like, bigger like that.
Really have no goals yet.
Uh-huh.
It's the slow board.
So, fun fact, we just see Silici checking Dream Shield. Some people might not know this, but this room was not added to the game. Oh, they have an extra mask and didn't mark it. Oops.
Oh, when did that happen?
Probably some time ago. But I don't have the board open. So. But yeah, the Dream Shield room did not exist until patch 1.22 or 1.2 because Dream Shield didn't exist until 1.2.
I'm going to go ahead and ping those runners that they should mark the goal. It's probably just an accidental oversight.
Yeah. Oh, Palm's going to mark it. Don't worry about pinging them.
Sounds good.
The true hero, the restreamer.
Runners are not supposed to hide goals, but as far as goals go, extra mask, extra soul vessel are one of the most forgettable.
Yeah,
goals, for sure. I'm sure this is not intentional.
Yeah. So true, B.
Just give it a second.
Is your overlay not updating? I see.
Right. Oh, that's not good.
So it was marked when it was done.
Okay, so at least the players are seeing the right.
Yes.
But our audience is not.
Palm is hiding goals. Palm banned from his own tournament.
May gonna be going back here to check that Balder shell.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Oh, 5 or more. Does Red not have 5 or more charms yet?
Oh no,
Oh,
death on
almost.
Silici's side, trying to get that check.
That is unfortunate.
Red team just marked obtain an extra mask, so... Oh, Delta is in cliffs right now, as we can see from the recent items. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing an extra mask from... Yep, there we go.
Hidewood 0 from the Nailsmith.
That's a pretty good one.
So Jamie's going to Queen Station, but May is already here in Green Path because May went from Cliffs. Jamie's coming from Fungal.
Yep.
So they'll probably just meet up at the Stone Sink bench. Exchange notes.
Yep. Item sync, but with proximity voice chat.
Items sync, but the items arrive longer depending on how far you are from your teammate.
You have to ship them to your teammate.
Exactly.
Alright. Maps are not randomized, so
Maps are not. Although, I mean, you might as well check while you're waiting for the bench.
If you aren't sure. Yeah.
And I don't think, as long as you master the dialogue quickly, I don't think you even lose any time.
I don't think so.
Jamie going to Deep Nest?
Probably, yeah.
This is a track. I can't even check Spore Shroom right now.
I mean, they have an air stall spell. They can technically check it.
With just Claw? I thought that was a Wings thing.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, that looks like they're not going to go for it.
No. Race has been pretty good so far, Apress. It's just been relatively slow due to the fact that the only movement is Claw.
This is true. there is a Sprint Master for 0 at Saluba, but I think it's gated behind an unreasonable number of charms.
Yeah. There is a dash at 26 grubs, so I think we're going to see people here starting to save grubs a little bit.
And we're going to even save some not grubs, too.
It's true.
Damage tank to get out of the room faster. I like it. You have city access and claw. You can just get 26 reps, right? That feels like it's enough.
I don't know if that's enough.
Do you need dive too? Dive gives you a lot of reps.
Dive claw gives you a lot just because Sea Peak has so many. Yeah. Sea Peak has a lot, City has a lot. 26 is a lot though.
26 is a lot. I
it's
think
over half.
It's like 24, 25 or something is the most you can get without claw, right? Or is it 26? Oh, we have a dive. Silici found a dive in
Dive
Sanctum.
in Sanctum. That's a play.
That's a hard act to follow.
Yep. Norman hiding the dive. Rude.
Oh, that's his name? I've never heard that before.
It's a community made name, but yes, people call him Norman. Norman and Norman 2. I think it was an all skills thing. They named him in all skills. Norman and Norman the Second. Yep. Silici having a great time here in the Tech Room.
Oh, and there's a dive at MMC too. So they get saved.
Saved by the RNG, saved by Hamothity. I'm pretty sure that Red team doesn't have VS. I'm pretty sure their only spell is dive. I don't remember where purple found VS. But
I don't remember either.
hey Palm, your mouse is on the stream. What?
Why?
What do you mean why? That's up to you. Sorry. For those of you who don't know, Palm and I live together, so I can just yell at him whenever I want to.
Oh no. May had a nice reverse fireball attempt to get this pogo, but fell a little short on the second Durandu.
Just a little bit. We are seeing 10 grubs on purple side.
Just 16 more to go.
16 more to go.
Looks like Delta's currently in green path. Which there's a number of grubs there, and they need those grubs for a goal as well.
Yeah, show some love for Palm in the chat. We got some love for restreamers. Pets. Yeah, Silici doing the fun strat, where for those of you who don't know, you can, if Soulmaster is on the floor, you can just walk underneath him and not take damage. The hitbox does not go that low. Oh, they have wraiths. Did they just get wraiths? I think they've had it for a while.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, it was that
Maybe
Sly.
may have streak.
They do.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was thinking of another race. And
What was that?
looks like someone's gonna have to drop 3,000 geo on a Queen Station stag later.
Oh. Oh, right, because by the basin fountain is on the board.
It is required.
Oh, there's a dash at autopilot.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh. Well, where is... Okay, I think Delta will be getting there soon.
Delta's... Oh, and but they have
and
wings.
Wings in Sanctum.
In Sanctum.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's
big.
good advantage for red.
Yeah,
if
they get the dash, yeah.
Then that puts red in a pretty good position.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that purple's not going to go into Sanctum for a while.
Probably not.
Because there's no goals in here, right?
No.
Yeah, red's not going to reveal.
Yeah, that was a really interesting play for Silici to go into Sanctum, but it is pretty check dense. Oh, and a Dreamer.
There's a Dreamer here too.
Wow. But that was definitely the play, was to go Sanctum.
Yeah. Silici staying in Sanctum right now. Not sure why.
Probably.
Yeah, as long as Delta
where
gets that dash
going?
really soon. I guess they just played too much any percent.
Well, they did. Oh, they didn't have dive going into Sanctum. Remember, they got dive at Norman.
Yeah, but why you just always warp once you get that last soul totem, right? You have no reason to keep doing it.
Well, in chat they were saying that I'd go into Sanctum with dive and claw, but we didn't have. They didn't have. Yeah. Well, yeah. With dive claw, you're saying purple team might go into Sanctum. Yeah.
It's certainly more tempting, but the lack of any goals in Sanctum, I think, does make that a less appealing play.
Right.
And they don't have a Dream Mill yet either, right? So you have to go back for Tyrant later.
Yep. I wonder
let's see what this Wings gets Team Red.
What is Silici doing here?
That's a good question.
Probably saving grub, maybe?
Yeah, I think that maybe just got a little turned around. Or not save. Okay, just getting very turned around? Does Sicily know what they're doing?
Silici.
I'm not sure Silici knows what they're doing.
Probably trying to figure out where to go.
True. Darn infected crossroads.
Well, if you look at
Yeah, they're Delta's raking in the green path checks, so they must be getting closer and closer to that
the
dash.
dash, yep.
That's probably the grub below Hunter. Probably gonna go up and grab the other one.
Could be also the one at MMC. Oh no, there. Yeah, it's the grub past MMC because I just got D-Dark.
Oh, true. I don't
So
remember where the 620 geo check was.
I think it was the Geo, or it was the Vessel Fragment, if I'm
Alright.
not mistaken.
Let's see what's at Palm Relic. It's a Shade Soul.
Shade Soul.
That is a nice pickup.
Why is Silici going back this way to Resting Grounds? Didn't he come here already? Did he not get the bench?
Possibly.
Oh, he has to come here with Soul. There's no Soul in RG.
Oh.
That's what he was doing.
I see. So maybe just forgot where the tram was?
Maybe.
It is, to be fair, it is not a tram one usually takes. Usually in a rando you get to peaks through. You get to grounds through peaks.
Looks like we've got dash for our runners.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah,
dash for purple or for red team.
Yes. Purple's got a couple minutes advantage on dash, but it's not game ending by any means.
No, not at all.
So this wings, we'll see how far this wings carries red.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the progression intended was to save Sly, then go to Cliffs, then to Green Path, and go all the way down to Autopilot for the dash. Crazy.
There was an early elegy. I don't think you had to go to
Cliffs. Oh, that's true. That's true.
And I don't know that I've seen anyone check Soul Catcher yet.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has.
I might have missed it.
I don't think anyone has. We have Jamie doing Watchers. Interesting. I mean, with a Bitstreak Shaman, I think it's a pretty good play. But they don't have Dream Nail is the thing.
Well, they have a Shade Soul, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's even better than a Bitstreak for Watchers.
Really? I much prefer a Bitstreak than Shade Soul.
I mean, I guess maybe it depends on if you have Shaman, but I feel like Shade Soul has higher DPS for casting time.
I feel like it, not quite, because you can just stand next to it and Abyss Shriek, and they die in like 3 Abyss Shrieks.
Well, you can also see that Jamie here is getting a lot of double hits.
That's fair.
When they're spread out, and you can't do that with Shriek. Very fast fight either way.
True. Shade Soul better for rolls, Abyss Shriek better for bounces. So true, Palm. The best spell for Watcher Knights is actually Fluke Nest. So Fluke true, comma.
Jamie is gonna check Lurian here.
Can't do Fluke Watcher Knights with Shriek. So true.
Just wait for Transcendence 2, where we get Fluke for Shriek.
Transcendence already has bees for Shriek. You don't need Flukes for Shriek.
Well, Jamie is never going to know the state of the world.
No? Oh, it's at...
Yeah, it's a World Sunset.
World Sunset Lurian. Got it. So we have both teams going in... Alright, we have red team going into C-Peak right now. Hey, they finally got that VS. Oh, I think that's Palm Relic.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know where the other one is.
I don't remember where the other one was.
So Silici's now probably gonna go... Oh no, they're gonna just do peaks. Makes sense.
I mean, CG1 on the board.
True. And of course, Love Key is at Crown.
Yeah. Did you check? No spoilers.
Which is better on Mantis Lord, Shriek or D-Dark?
Shriek is really hard to hit them when they're on the ground. I think they're on the ground more. It depends on, honestly, it's dependent on your skill with getting close to them. Shriek is better if you can get the hits while they're on the ground, but you have to be really close and not take damage.
I do like that when they do a cross-up dash on you, D-Dark will hit both of them on the edges of the platform if you're standing dead center.
True. I usually, if I can see it in time, I usually go for the like trying to dive on them as they're dashing through, so you can get the downwards hitbox on both as well as the splash. That's a fun one.
Alright. May cleaning out Mantis Vault now. And a whole lot of nothing here.
There's always a soul totem at Mantis Vault. There's never not a soul totem there.
There was 2 dashes in Mantis Vault in a race I ran the other day.
Really?
Yes, it was insane. Alright, Jamie's working on Deepness.
Ooh, Grimchild. A Grimchild from CG2.
That is a nice pickup. And both teams have 3 fragiles, so this could be big. Nobody has a Dream Nail yet either, right?
True. We got a quick slash on red side from Salubra. They got enough charms for it.
Nice. Didn't catch. Oh, it's 2 notches. That's not
Isma's
bad.
at Dashmaster.
Have any Isma goals on this board? I mean, Emilitia, kind of, not really.
Dung Defender sign. I mean, since they don't have wings.
Nice gamer drop from May.
True. Nice
and then messes up the pogo on the climb.
I've done
punished.
that. Yeah.
All right, let's go see what's at GPZ. How content will this seed be? I think we're about to find a Thorns of Agony or Stalwart Shell at Bretta. Or Trampass. Yeah, Thorns of Agony. Did May not check?
Check what?
GPZ.
Oh.
They just warped out without checking the diary.
I don't know if May knows that exists.
Oh. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
True. I'm asking how new is Delta. So Delta used to go by Zoroark in the server.
Yeah, they played in the All Majors tournament.
Yep. He definitely played in the All Majors tournament. Not new. Been around for a bit.
Yeah, I think they got knocked out relatively early, but they played well.
We see nice spike tunnel from May. Well done. Content, indeed. And ooh, E-Pass from Jamie at Zote Idol. Silici, I do believe, is relatively new, though, comparatively.
Yeah, I think their first Rando race on the server was less than a couple months ago.
I think it was less than a month ago.
It might be.
But Silici is definitely catching on quick for someone who's so new. I think it was 3 weeks ago or something.
Time isn't real.
Nope.
Check the Sea Peak chest here after doing a little moonwalking.
You love to see it. Ooh, nice soul totem.
Right, Jamie gonna be checking Pleasure House. May. Oh, have they not? I guess they haven't fought False Knight yet.
I mean, that's fair. If they started A-Mound, it's not. that important. It's only 2 checks. It's fine. And
I'm
now
waiting for Defender's Crest at Soul Catcher.
Yeah.
That's my second call. My first call is, what did I say was that Crown?
Love Key.
Love Key. All right, so Silici will confirm me in about a minute or two.
True.
Already found all 3 wraiths for purple.
And we still only have 1 on red side. Ooh, we have a Balder Shell.
Ah, and that's in Crown. So that's nice for them.
So it's not Love Key, but it is a goal.
Oh, no, they haven't checked the actual Crown yet. My prediction still holds.
True.
Alright, Jamie is checking Catacombs here. Are we gonna have some content at Grey Mourner? Let's find out. And we are not, just a relic. No flower quest seeds yet. Not even Elderbug.
I don't think your Love Key is coming true here since they haven't marked it yet. The board is ahead of the streams.
I can still believe.
It was part of
I
a
can no longer
goal.
believe.
If they'd come here before they got the other greed, then, you know. Alright, what are we gonna see next?
Oh, Jamie's going to be checking Egg Shop. Is that our first? Or, oh, no, they've checked Egg Shop before.
I wonder what's there. I don't remember.
I think I saw a cost of 14 eggs.
No look down from Jamie. So sad.
Unfortunate. I do not know how many eggs they have. I cannot tell.
I think they had like 8. I can tell. I can't really tell.
Sounds about right for this time.
We now have May heading into Sea Peak. We have Silici attempting the Dark Room. I believe. Oh, well. Perfect timing.
I was really confused for a second there.
Both teams have Lantern as their most recent item. Or they did. Amazing.
Wait, so where was it?
At GG. It was 5 eggs. They only have 5, not 8. I was mistaken.
Yeah,
5 kind of looks like 8 when the screen is blurry.
It's gonna be the long con on this race. We need 9 more eggs.
Yep. It's crazy.
There's Love Key. It was at Divine.
Divine. Wow.
If it was at Unbreakable Greed, am I technically correct?
Well, I'll give it to you. You know what? I'll give it to you on that one.
Saving the grub, as they should.
First
No sign of a second dash yet.
Yep.
Are we even on the bingo board? We look even.
Yep.
Yeah, I see 2 disjointed goals.
A Dream Nail at D-Dark. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, and that is a check that is heavily aided by wings. Like, you can do it with just dash and air stall, but it's a lot harder.
But yeah, getting that Dream Nail, they have all the access they need.
Landing a nice triple hit on 0 there, looked like.
Ooh, marking Dream Nail Willow's Meal and the other team doesn't have wings or Dream Nail, that's gotta feel rough.
That it does. That's one of those goals that you can hold on to for a long time. Like, you can even just check Willow and not Dream Nail it if you want to hide that.
Yo, May getting the funny wall jumps. A Dream Nail at Galeon Lifeblood. So they have a Dream Nail now.
But, still no wings. Well, there's a dupe wing somewhere.
Somewhere. It's gonna be a Galleon. It's gonna be right here.
It could be. Oh, they've already marked it for Galleon. Okay, so well, I guess that's why.
Yes.
What Galleon fight?
What? Yeah, exactly. We're going for 3 parries from Silici. We're kind of spoiled by the board that he gets it, but...
He's gonna work for it here.
One more. Healing up. And gets it. Nicely done. Oops. Don't die. He's just gonna say warp.
Just warp out.
Just warp out. It's not worth it.
Are you even going back for? Just like why would you be leaving Glade?
That's fair.
Alright, going now.
Ooh, wings. They found the dupe wings. Wings at Dark Deepness Rancid Egg. That's lucky.
Yeah, that's gonna help Team Purple a lot. Team Red slightly ahead on goals.
True.
I think this is still.
It's a pretty even
we're
race.
at even equipment now, right?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty close race. I don't think anyone has.
And rushing CG2 for the Grimchild. Wow.
I mean, if you just got wings and you're there,
that's fair. They're gonna get lucky then. We will see where it was, which fragile it was.
This is true. Although not for a bit. No one's warping to Dirtmouth yet.
Yep. A dash slash from Rescuer.
Weaver's Den.
Oh, that was
yeah.
it.
So.
We're
just missing. What happened?
A little bit of bench storage from Silici. It's fine. It should be fine now that he used a stag.
There we go.
E-Pass from Deep Nest. I think they... Yeah. What's at the top of Palace? Ooh, 150 Geo. You'll love to see it. Useless Palace. But yeah, it's definitely anyone's game. Oat's right that purple is way up on dash or on grubs for that shade cloak. 13 to what is it?
Well,
are they?
Find out in a minute here when Jamie saves the Beast Den grub.
Do they have Geo? Do they have vanilla items synced? On purple's side?
Those look like high Geo amounts.
Looks like 24 Geo.
Have we not noticed this since the beginning?
I can't tell.
I also cannot tell.
I mean, if we haven't been able to tell from this point, they haven't been grabbing Geo Rocks, so... Yeah, 24 Geo is definitely a vanilla rock there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's going to be a TO call. We're definitely too late into this race to do a restart like we did with the other one.
Yeah. I think, like, if they don't intentionally break Geo Rocks or anything, I think it's okay.
I am not going to comment. I think that's a...
Yeah, that's up to Palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palm's going to say run it for now. Yep, let's just hope they don't abuse it. Or, I mean, I think we're past the point of needing Geo for shops, so I doubt they're gonna abuse that.
Well, shop key hasn't been found yet. And no one bought... Oh, well, actually, Red already bought Basin Fountain.
Yep. Sylvie, the Geo, they have vanilla items synced. And we didn't realize it until now because they hadn't broken any Geo rocks. It explicitly said in the rules to not have that turned on, so they might. It's easy to accidentally have it turned on as well. There's a weird bug with item sync.
Yeah, and the reason is just to have an even playing field, because
Right,
if it's a tight race and you need every Geo, then that extra item sync Geo could materially affect the race.
Right. That, and then what Rixian said as well, with 5k Geo, it's kind of not important.
And what Kama said, the fact that we haven't noticed it until now means they like clearly haven't been intentionally getting Geo rocks.
Yeah, we have an E key from Fungal Core and a Stagnus Stag. Interesting. Yeah, they might not have noticed until the rock either, which is funny. But we have Delta doing Fungal Core before doing Mantis Lords, which is an interesting play. I usually do Mantis Lords first, but...
if I have Dreamgate, I'll absolutely do Fungal Core first.
That's fair, but I don't know if they have Dreamgate. I don't think they do. Could be wrong. Oh, no, they definitely do have Dreamgate. They have Galleon done, which that's where the other Dream Mail was.
Yeah, Fungal Core just gets you checks faster.
That's fair. I would say I would do Deep Nest second, or I would do Fungal Core second if I'm going into Deep Nest from Fungal Core, but...
Yeah, so the one reason to do Mantis Lords first is that you can do like a quick check to see if there's anything at the bottom of Fungal Core. Because you could save a bunch of time if you know you don't have to finish Fungal Core. You can just grab the 2 top checks.
I think that's fair, I guess.
I think that all the time. I never do it. But I think
it. Fluke Nest for 0. I wonder if anyone's going to put that on.
Silici finishing up Lost Ken with 1 health. Let's see that reward.
What did he get? A Hollowness Seal.
A Hollowness Seal. And Jamie's doing a failed champ? Oh no, also Lost Ken.
Yep. It's interesting how sometimes they line up like that.
Yeah, we've had a couple instances of that in this race. I mean, I think typically you would see more if we could see Delta stream, but we can only guess.
We have Talk to Lemonish Shop with Decrest equipped. Tempting right here.
Yep. I think they got it.
Mm-hmm.
Leading a Dreamgate by Lem. Too close to Lem. Gotta keep it out of the shop.
Yep.
He sweeps that part.
Yep. So what are we gonna see? Oh, we're checking Divine on that side. Did they forget to put on? It was at Greed.
I'll take that as a 0.7 correct prediction. Oh, when did Team Red get C-Dash? I missed it.
I also missed it.
Oh, wait, no, it's in recent items. It, like, just happened. It was in Cliffs, so...
Is that Jonies?
Probably. I'm not sure, because
or
everything
Stag...
else...
Oh, even Stagnest, because they just got Stagnest Stag.
Oh, that's true. So it was probably the Vessel Fragment.
Yep.
Well, that makes going to Edge a lot easier.
Sure.
I want to see one of these teams go to Edge. We've got the Edge route in there.
Hit the Aura Scarecrow.
Yeah, hit the Aura Scarecrow. We've also got 2 goals in right waterways. We've got Emilitia and the Dung Defender sign. We also have check 2 Nail Masters and use a vanilla Nail Heart. So I think at least one team has Dash Slash. I don't know if both of them do. But someone could take that to Oro, knock out 4 goals an edge.
Yep.
How are we on True Ending? I know we've seen like 2 Dreamers. I don't know that we've seen any.
I don't
white
think
frags.
we've seen any white frags. But yeah, we have 1 Dreamer on purple team, 2 Dreamers on red team. Because there was that Lurian and Sanctum.
How many grubs is that for?
25.
25. All right, they need 1 more.
Yep. 1 more,
According
and
to the
they'll have
laws of Rando, they will immediately find Shade Cloak once they pick up the 26th grub.
exactly. It's gonna be at Oro. Right, we
There's
have
the Duke Claw at the Palor.
Where are we gonna see Silici heading?
Is Amy just gonna grab the grub in King Station? That would be pretty free.
Ooh, first
there's
white frag.
There we go.
Entrance of Edge. Is Silici gonna go Isma's Grove, maybe?
Oh, from below?
Could be.
Yeah. I mean, they have the C dash, so it's free.
Mm-hmm. If you can do the spike tunnel. And they've got
there's
Decrest
the
now.
Crest.
Yep.
That's a nice pickup.
You've got Mantis Lord's done on... Yep, Mantis Lord's done on...
Delta's clearing out the vault now.
Yep.
Silici is not going into Waterways.
Maybe just going to Right City. I don't know why. Do they not have King Stag?
I haven't seen a lot of stags this seed.
They might not have gone to Right City yet. I don't remember.
Yeah, just gonna be clearing some Right City stuff, it looks like.
Sounds good.
I always like to, if I can get into Isma's Grove, I'll just do that, and then I'll take Militia.
Yeah, and Militia out. But
especially when it's a goal. When there's 2 goals down there.
Right.
That's the play.
We've got a double mass shard. Take a Militia out. That could be seen as one of 2 things.
And I hate to say it, but looking at Jamie's Geo right now, I don't think they would have been able to afford that without.
I do think so. It was 48 Geo.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm. It was 2 24 Geo rocks.
If that was it, then it's all right. But I think it's definitely something that should probably be reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Going for the fake dive.
It's being reviewed right now? Okay. With Geo, they accidentally have sync vanilla items turned on, which should not be turned on. It's in the tournament rules, which synchronizes Geo Rock pickups. And so we were seeing if Jamie's at 59 Geo right now, so we were seeing if they picked up more than 59 Geo with the Geo Rocks. I don't think they did, but we have to check. Don't want any unfair advantages.
Nope.
Ooh, a nail upgrade. Is that our first one from either team?
I think it might be.
We're gonna have Tuck to check on Silici's side. Maybe. Oh no, he's going for talk to Dung Defender. Or Dung Defender. Lem. Lem's new name is Dung Defender now.
I too get them confused sometimes.
Yeah? Or were you just saying that? Okay.
Oh, we have a King Soul for purple.
Unfit loaded.
May is going back to Nailsmith?
Nailsmith probably.
Yeah. Or gonna
What?
wait. That's
Why
not
are
a
you?
goal, is it?
That's not a goal on the
Yeah, there's
board.
nothing over here.
There's nothing here. Oh. They took Defender's Crest to talk to Fluke Hermit. I don't think that's the right NPC.
Yeah, I don't think that's Lem.
No,
I can
it's
say
not
that I
Tuck.
don't get.
May. May, that's the wrong NPC, May. May is just showing off Fluke Hermit, of course. I also just realized that Purple Team has 26 grubs, but they have not gotten the Shade Cloak yet.
Yeah, no one's walking back to Dirtmouth for it.
Jamie got 59 Geo from May total. And has 59 exactly right now. Wow.
Jamie, you are very fortunate.
Wait, how do you get 59 exactly?
Mark of Pride for 0. That's pretty nice.
How do you get 11 Geo?
And we have Jamie going.
Uh-oh, Palm can't math.
I don't know what all the Geo Rock
Uh-oh.
totals are.
It's 63 Geo. It's 4 Geo off. Well, we will see how far the race goes.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything more.
Yep. Let's just play out the rest of the race.
I don't have a good edge route. Is that 5-notch Dash Master?
That's rough.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we had a 4-notch Dash Master in my race, and I had it equipped the entire time. It's worth it.
That was close. Oh, and I always forget these 2 essence on my kryptonite with the root.
Yeah. Almost dying on Jamie's side.
I will be okay though. Just dropping all the way to the bottom to get that safe space to heal.
Yep. I think that is the edge route done.
Yep, that'll be it.
Another nail upgrade on their side. I mean, technically, Jamie just bought an extra mask shard. Or Jamie bought an extra mask shard, which I don't know if they have.
Yeah, I didn't notice at the time if that actually completed a mask or not.
Oh, we shall see when the race is over. We've still got a bit of a race ahead of us.
And it is very close still. This
Sure.
board is filling up.
We've got May coming back to QG. We've got Kahlo from Jamie. We're gonna see a junk pit from Silici, which I think there
Taylor and then
was.
nothing at Kalos. So Jamie's just gonna go ahead and skip to a tail lurker. Oh, there's a core. That's gonna be really useful for the lifeblood mask goal.
Sure. We are spooky here from Silici. Oh, makes it through.
I also thought purple had dash slash.
I
but they
think
might have-
red has dash slash and purple does not.
Do you remember where it was?
No. I don't remember. Lots of soul refills in Junk Pit. I think we had a white frag in here somewhere. A nail upgrade.
Think,
It was a
I think nail upgrade.
white frag, nail upgrade, and spell twister. I can remember right.
I don't think the
no.
white frag was in Junk Pit. I think it was somewhere else.
Oh, was it? No, it was here.
No, I don't remember.
The nail upgrade was somewhere else.
Purple still has not picked up Shade Cloak, despite
Going there right
getting all the
now.
grubs.
Going there right now.
Okay, and May is counting on it.
Yep. Going. That's probably why they're picking it up now. May is going to do Trader Lord.
I am disappointed that the Arcane Ag.
Do they not have
Shade
enough?
Cloak. Oh, is it more than 26?
Was it 28? Oh no, they have it. Okay, never mind.
Okay, there we go.
I just can't read recent items.
See, if this was a real rando, the Shade Cloak would have been at the Trader Lord totem.
Of course, yeah.
So what have we got? I mean, honestly, I think both teams are just still doing checks for a while because of that GG's hut.
Yep. Gotta get all the rain today.
Nobody's in go mode.
Yep. And you need another dreamer or two, depending. And you need another white frag.
Yeah, no one's gonna bother with Umu for a while because there's still so much to get.
Yep. Goodbye, Trader Lord. Jamie doing the epic strategy of upgrading the nail mid Pale Lurker so that her health does not increase.
Oh, Pale Lurker does that?
Yep. Pale Lurker does indeed do that. Sylvie, no, you cannot.
Yeah, those are non-interactable background objects. You can, however, Shade Soul the Aluba by the White Lady from the Grub.
Sure.
Without fighting Trader Lord.
That is something you can do. Un or mom, yes. Those are the two Alubas. You cannot kill the Alubas outside the QG tour room. They are not killable. I'm gonna say May not going for the C dash, but I don't think that they have C dash.
Yeah, that C dash. We deduced that was in Stag Nest, right? At the Vessel Fragment.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have Ismas?
They both got Ismas early.
Okay, so this lefty is fine.
Yep. At least I think they both got it early. I know it was early for purple. Another dreamer for red from GG. I mean, both teams are going to get that because it's at GG. You have to buy out GG. Team Purple's also a team that would not need Ismas for Love Key. Fair enough.
I agree with this, but you don't have C dash either. It's a little rough.
Yeah, it's rough, but it's doable. Why are you in Fog Canyon with Defender's Crest on?
Because Umu is a goal. Oh, and there's a DV stack there. I don't
I think they've already
remember.
been there.
Yeah, sounds right.
Oh, I don't think Red Team has. I know Purple Team has at least been in Dark Deep Nest because they got the dream or the wings there. Silici going to pogo the Uma and the Defender's Crest hit it before he could pogo it.
Silici is too stinky.
Too stinky. Hit through the wall, unfortunate. Right. Void Heart from Thorns of Agony. That's an interesting check to go back for.
That's one of the first things on my to-do list as soon as you get dash.
Yeah.
Just like the moment you get wings.
Ooh, we
Twitch
have a
just,
Sanctum finally. Sanctum from Purple Team.
I don't. Does this benefit them? They're gonna get a.
Yeah, there's a Dreamer. There's a Dreamer there.
Oh right, there's a dreamer at the end. That's
Yep.
okay. And they're gonna. They have a dream now by now, so they'll be able to do Tyrant.
Yep. We will see what's at Tyrant.
So Red is actually quite a bit ahead on goals right now, but I think that's deceptive because these are all pretty quick pickup goals that you can get.
Yeah, except for Love Key, Purple just has to remember to check Divine for Love Key.
Did they not check it?
No.
Because I thought you confirmed that it was at.
I confirmed it was at Greed because Silici tried to check it and couldn't check Greed because it was already purchased.
I see.
Yep. He had Greed equipped and couldn't, or Divine wasn't talking.
There's too many streams to watch. And it's not even 4, it's only 3.
Uh-huh. Jamie did go to Divine? And why don't they have Love Key? Oh, Jamie didn't have enough Geo for it, I think.
Well, hopefully they remember to go back for it.
True.
Jamie not knowing that it's faster to go out of the room and then come
Yep.
back in.
I mean, that's a rando specific thing. And we also have Meg doing also doing Fog Canyon with Defender's Crest on.
Alright, so May and Silici both like pain.
True.
Which, I mean, I think anyone who likes Hollow Knight Rando likes pain, so this just comes with the territory.
Does May also have Weaver Song on? Good grief.
They do, in fact. Please run. Alright, Jamie's gonna grab that Dreamer now. Did they leave a Dream Gate, or are they just skipping Soul Tyrant?
Skipping Soul Tyrant, I guess.
And also going into Sanctum for the nothing that's left to do here.
They forgot to read the lore tablet for the goal.
I would also forget to read the lore tablet for the goal that I can't see. Alright, May is gonna have, with that being a word, a very quick Umu fight here. Probably one cycle.
Yeah.
Alright, and now they're playing.
Stinkiest one
playing
cycle you'll
pickup.
ever see.
Jamie's gonna get the hoppers spawning.
Almost missed the one cycle.
Oh, yeah, I was close.
We had a Rancid Egg at Tower of Love. Going for the play of doing collector, but not paying off. Well, maybe it does pay off, actually. That's actually not a terrible item to find. Depending on how many they have.
This is true. Oh, that rancid egg isn't numbered? I guess it's not. Because it's not a permanent collectible like grubs.
What do you mean it's not numbered?
Well, so like whenever you get a grub in item sync, it's always numbered because you never
Oh,
lose grubs, but you
right.
technically lose rancid eggs when you spend them at GG's hut.
Silici having a really fun time with this gauntlet here. There we go. Who here
Not
upslashes
getting-
that Petra?
Yeah, not getting the upslash. You hate to see it. And Jamie's double checking shops. Oh, there's an L upgrade at Sly.
An egg at Sly as well.
And not buying it. I assume this is them remembering the love. Yeah, they've already marked love key on the board, so.
Yep. Love key at Greed. You were right. It was at Crown. Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah. May just slash Elder Who and then paused. Doing something.
Where is she going?
I think they are figuring that out.
How many eggs are we at from, is that 10? Did I see?
I could not tell.
Does purple have TE? Are they missing a Dreamer?
I think.
Oh, they just got the Stag Nest. I think purple is just missing. Oh, they don't have it. They're done.
Yeah, they just. So, someone has to go parry Revik.
What's the status for red teams?
Red team still needs to buy out GG. They're
well
aggressively
on their TE.
I don't know. I don't
Lots
think
of
I saw
rancid
them
eggs.
Void Heart yet.
I don't even know if they have King Soul.
Yeah, so Jamie's just gonna go tango with Revik here.
Red has King Soul? Okay. Where was that Void Heart? They do need the Lifeblood goal. Oh, Thorns. It was at Thorns.
There we go. There's 3 parries. Or was that 2 parries? There we go. That's 3 parries. Time to go get 3 parries on THK.
Yeah. Where was GG or Joni's? Was it in a shop? Oh, it's at GG.
That tracks.
How many eggs are they missing? 1 or 2?
Not a lot. I mean, they just got a bunch of eggs from Edge. But the real problem is they're missing that Void Heart.
Yep.
But they got the core from Armor
Sure.
helps.
I mean, if they have Lifeblood Heart, or they have GGs.
Hmm.
Oh, Rancid Egg. Is that 13?
That's what it looks like. They need one more.
I can check shops, probably. Yeah, but they're still missing that Void Heart. Meanwhile, purple team is making their way through True Ending.
And we have a GG from May in the chat. So successful climb. Very, very quick. Oh. Wait, why? Just playing hopscotch for the heck of it.
Maybe making sure that Jamie had done all the goals.
True. But, I mean, Jamie's already in the Radiance fight, so I think they had some time on that.
Yep. GG to Team Purple. As long as we don't see a death from Jamie here.
Really quick and clean phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
And up, I was about to say wonderful climb, but I jinxed it.
Comms curse.
I didn't even say it though. I only thought of saying it. And there's the GG in the chat from Jamie.
Yeah, pretty close, all things considered.
Yeah, Brad only really needed just one more egg, and then they were done.
And a Void Heart.
Oh, right, and Void Heart.
There's the last egg. Unless that's 13. Did I miscount? I might be misremembering.
Should just have multiple streams open. Just get the direct streams in another window so you can actually see the numbers. So presumably, Silici and Delta are going to keep going here for a little bit. Mantis Claw at 7 minutes. And I don't get to read the rest.
Thanks for stopping in the stream, Rix. Purple team got really lucky that they did Deepness and there was both a Wings and a Dream Nail there.
Oh yeah, that because they did Sanctum very late.
Yep.
And that has to be it.
That's 14. Yep.
Yeah.
Just need a Void Heart. Someone go back. Someone check Thorns of Agony.
Green Path really is such a terrible area.
For Rando, yeah.
Like it doesn't have a ton, but like so much of it is just gated by different movement.
Yep.
We have a request for our restreamer to switch the audio to Silici. So we're not getting audio from Jamie or May anymore. There we go. Thank you, Restreamer. Do we know where the 4th white fragment was?
No, we do not.
We're at the Rando map mod stage. Here.
Do they not have C dash? I'm pretty
no,
sure.
Team Red was the first to get C dash.
Right.
They had it over Team Purple for a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where the C dash was.
I don't even. It was Stagnest.
Oh, right.
I was trying to remember if Purple had C dash, but yeah, they went to Stagnest late.
I don't even remember if they even found the stag or if they just wings it.
I don't remember.
More rancid eggs.
He has
So
Hive
see,
Blood on.
There we go. Now I remember. It's okay. I was confused too. Oh no. That's a bonk. Just bonking away.
The least friendly bee.
This is such a weird mechanic because this is the only place in the game where you have to do something like this.
If you spam C dash on that wall, the bee doesn't charge. There you go. Fun little fact for you.
I did not know that.
Yep. I think Team Cherry did it so that you won't get like a bug, like if that bee hits the wall and it breaks while you're C dashing on it. That's my guess. I have no idea though. Could also just be bees being weird with their targeting.
I don't think Team Cherry thought that much detail about.
Yeah, probably not.
Behavior. I like how you can C dash on an elevator and it just leaves floating crystals behind you.
Yes.
Just for nothing.
You can also, if you C dash off of some of the elevators in City, it's possible to end up in a wall.
I think one of my favorite C dashes is after the Mantis Lords fight, just getting really hole on the left wall and then C dashing after the wall is gone.
Delta is in green path. We might see a vessel or a
Might see
Void Heart pretty soon here. There it is.
There we go. And Silici is stuck on the train.
Yep.
Now they're gonna warp. Yep, immediately. But no keyboard shortcut.
So he had 5 free charm notches. Putting on Jonies is an interesting.
I agree.
Should we pull in Jamie and May as their other teams finishing up here?
We might as well. You can.
I can. ping them.
Gotta recharm a little more. Decided Jonies is a bad idea. GG.
GG.
That was something excellent. So May didn't know that what the settings were.
I did realize that.
I found out Dream Warriors were randoed when I walked past Mamu and thought to ask.
Yeah, we were. I don't know if we ever actually found out what was at GPZ, but we were really scared when we checked Bretta and didn't check GPZ.
Can you preview it?
Yes.
Yeah, you can preview it by reading the lore tablet to the left. It's
Yeah,
like
I can't
the
read,
penultimate
so
line.
Yeah.
It's the diary. It's Bretta's diary. The last entry in the diary indicates the
so
item
it's
you get.
just White Defender's the main one you can't preview that's scary then.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I know
Although
for next round.
White Defender does not require going to 3 different areas of the map and doing color line.
Yeah, but it does require doing
That's
Defender,
That's right.
unfortunately.
Oh, they don't have Shade Cloak.
Wait,
Red Team,
huh?
They never got enough grubs for it.
Oh, do we ever see any of the dupe dashes?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'll open the spoiler and have a look.
But yeah, they just never
Curious
got enough
what
grubs
was
for
at
it.
GPZ. I'm gonna guess that the dashes were in White Palace.
Journal entry seal of binding.
Yep.
That's White Palace.
Helena seal Fog Canyon wet. Oh, that was one of those. Nosk. Those are
Got it.
some nice dupes.
Those are some dash.
Nosk and Final Totem Path of Pain. Great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they only had like 14 or 15 grubs, so.
Yeah. Oh, look, if it was just me playing, I would have said 26 grubs. I can't count that high and ignored it, so fair enough.
Uh-oh, we've got... Oh no!
Oh no.
No Shade Cloak is rough.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But,
Looks
yeah.
like Delta made it through. Delta's GG.
So-
he's gonna have to go again.
Did you guys realize that you had sync vanilla items on?
No. I think what happened is because we had to re-enter or something. Maybe, but
I think
it might
there's
just
a
been
weird
toggling on.
there's a weird bug with item sync where sometimes someone will join a room and they'll have it on and the other person will have it off, like it's desynced, and then it'll put it to
Okay.
on. There was a point we went back in the stream and counted where Jamie, you had gotten 63 geo from May and had 59 geo left after buying something.
Ah,
Yeah, it was when you bought the mask shard at Oro. We determined that you would not have been able to do that without
my
syncing
bad.
Jamie was in debt by 35 geo. It was a little more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, went back and
Okay.
recounted again. So
I'll go
don't know what
Georox.
don't know what's gonna come of that, but I mean it's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But, yeah.
I mean, yeah, in my opinion, it's minor. Like, if I was short 35 geo, I would go smack some Georox in Crossroads, and it would take about a minute at the tops.
Yeah, and judging from the time delta here, like I don't
Yeah.
think this would make it happen.
Yeah.
But
Rematch time.
Rematch.
this happened in an earlier race today as well, but we noticed immediately, and I think
Okay.
you just didn't hit Georock, so like we didn't notice until
You were like climbing Crown or something.
yeah, when it was like 45 minutes in at that point. So that's too late to restart.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that syncing Georox was a thing.
It's a vanilla item sync. So there's a setting in item sync when you like load into an item sync room where you can sync all items instead of just the randomized items. So like I don't know if you noticed, but when one of you read the lore tablet, the Dung Defender tablet, the other person got lore in their recent items.
Yeah. I also noticed because the corner for maps were items, and everything was. It also turns everything that isn't supposed to be items into items. So roots were essence. So you had to collect the whole root in order to get the essence from it.
Oh right. Well,
Stuff like that.
GG's.
GG's.
Good game. Good game. That was nice looking for eggs and a void heart at the end there.
You guys picked up the Void Heart at Thorns of Agony, I
Yeah.
believe. Oh yeah, we never. Where was the fourth life fragment? I don't think we ever found out. Someone still have spoiler log?
I have spoiler log open. Let me have a look. Void Heart. Done that one. Thorns of Agony.
That's the one you
We did
got.
that. That
Oh, we
was
did
our
get
King
one.
Soul.
Oh, okay. King of Fragment.
Wait,
Oh,
King.
no, it
White
wasn't.
Palace entrance. Yeah, White Palace entrance.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Did you guys end up even getting Shade Cloak?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There was
No.
yeah, we just got the one at Grubs.
The other
We
two
did-
were
we did not.
the other two were Nost and Path of Pain Seal of Binding journal entry.
Oh, frick. I literally made a conscious decision to just not do NOS.
I mean that's fair. Nosk is one of the things you don't really want to do. Oh, there's
So
an
I
egg at
just-
29.
I want to call out a prediction I made that was like 50% right. I called that Lovekey was going to be at Crown, and there was a Greed at Crown, and then Lovekey was at Unbreakable Greed. So I was kind of right.
Wait, Loki was
Wait,
at
wasn't it
Unbreakable Greed?
Strength? I thought it was Strength.
I think it was Greed,
No.
yeah.
It was Greed.
Also, our greed wasn't working until like.
You know why it wasn't working? Because Delta had bought it already.
I didn't read.
Wait.
Uh,
Well, he told me he was like, "Yeah, you need to go check that. I don't know if mine worked. Maybe yours will."
I mean, you got
I
Love
guess
Key.
I thought what was that, Strength?
Strength was something useless. I don't
Oh my
remember.
god.
So you
Yeah, we
thought
just
you
didn't
checked
check that
strength.
for a long
If
time.
you had both
and
strength and greed on, it would have priored greed. So you might not have realized you had greed on and thought you'd just put on strength.
So the mid game of this race was fairly interesting. Team Red made an early Sanctum play and found
Found
dive
dive
and wings in
and a
there.
dreamer.
yeah,
And a dreamer.
okay.
So that's when they had marked Dreamnail Willow's Meal, purple team didn't have Dreamnail or wings. And
Wow.
red
Yeah.
team had both Dreamnail and wings for like a good 10 minutes.
Okay, interesting.
So
Yeah,
you-
we
you
ended
guys
up with
had-
Wings
later,
out of
though.
Darkness. So
You
Yeah.
guys weren't that far behind to dash. I don't think like no more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, the dashes were pretty close. I think Delta was making his way through Green Path when purple team found it.
Yeah, we knew he was going to find it on autopilot relatively soon.
Yeah, we kind of got Claw Cloak and we're pretty content just playing, density instead of trying to like read where they might have gotten things. Just because
Yeah.
like, as long as they're not going to finish like imminently, we're better off just playing numbers sort of thing.
Yep.
And it ended
I
up
think
working
that
out
went.
okay.
I think that went fairly well, considering it's almost 5 a.m. right now.
yeah, I'm sorry. Bad time zones for all of us, I think.
Rando is a lifestyle.
One British, one Australian, two American, I believe. is
No,
both of-
one American,
Two
Eastern European?
European,
Yeah.
one Australian.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Giving me flashbacks to the Rando 3 days. Of just like, yeah, one person, people from like, Europe, Australia, America, all randoing together, and it's somehow degen hours for everyone involved.
Of course.
Alright, well, yeah.
All right. So I think we are gonna end off the stream here. There's another race in 15 minutes that we got to get set up for.
Oh, right.
Is it?
in-
Wait, I recorded, but is it even necessary to send proof if we lost?
I mean, I think
Uh,
it would be good to upload just so that it can
Yeah,
be
sure.
archived.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Yeah.
do it tomorrow, though, not right now.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's 5 a.m. for you, I think you can go to
Yeah.
bed.
And I heard that in about 2 hours you should look at the GDQ channel as well. There will be some Hollow Knight there.
Ooh,
Just
okay.
punch.
You're saying quick.
Wild
Alright.
idea.
Hey, no self promo on the community channel. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm
promoting
kidding. I'm
Games Done
kidding.
Quick. I have no idea who's running. I'm May, but it's Insomnia running. uh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't
GG
know.
as well to Delta and Silici, is it?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
Good game.
and good luck on your
Not Silici? Damn.
round 2 tournament,
Nah,
round
it's
2
Silici.
It's
matches
your
as well.
teammate. You should know this.
He's
I
never
didn't know
known.
nail 3 was the check. I checked it like really early. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even know nail upgrades were randomized until I went to go upgrade my nail, and I'm like, it's giving me checks. What the hell is this?
Well, this is why this is a double elimination tournament. Everyone gets a
Yeah.
round of learning experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I normally would have prepped a lot more for this, but obviously other stuff had come
Same.
up and then not tons of time to schedule, but it is what it is.
All right, we should probably wrap this up and leave room for the next stream to set
Alright.
up.
Yeah.
Have
Um,
fun.
one quick question. So we lost. When are we gonna have to do when is the losers bracket game, I guess, due?
I
It's
have the
next round.
challenge open.
Like that is
So-
next week, right? Not having to schedule like today.
Yeah, no,
really.
I think you guys
Well,
have some time.
Okay.
The way
Maybe.
Eh.
I don't know.
because you're gonna drop into losers round 2, so you're gonna
Oh
have
wait,
to
round
wait.
2, not round
Yeah,
1.
because you're in round 2
Okay.
now because you got to buy from the first round. So
Yeah.
you will have to wait until the losers round 1 match plays, so your opponent is known.
Which one?
I don't know. I don't know how they can.
I
Damn it.
think the website is down right now.
It is
yeah,
down,
it is.
but I have a tab open from before.
What
it
the
went
heck? Like
down.
5 minutes before it was totally working.
If you
I
want to
think
send a
Tim also
screenshot,
Tim has a screenshot in the Rando channel.
See that? All right.
well,
Well, good game.
good game,
Yeah.
everyone.
GG.
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 Oh.
Yo, it's a Paul.
Hello, people.
Yo, it's a poem in the voice.
I want to interrupt. Why can I hear myself twice? All right, whatever. You guys, or the losers of this match, are actually dropped down into losers round 1 just because of how 20-person double elim works. So you will have to schedule a match between Sunday and Wednesday. That's all. Yeah. Well, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Thanks for watching.